Hey everybody! Well, it's the end of the year almost, and we made it. Just wanted to thank everybody who's watching the videos and anyone who's learned and all the kind words that you've had over this year. Very much appreciated. I thank you all. Hope you enjoyed some of the content and it's helped your gameplay. Maybe discovered some things you didn't think about. So it's been a crazy year. So I started Warriors of Waterdeep back in April, once quarantine really fully started. And ever since then, I've really enjoyed it. It's been quite a roller coaster and a grind. But overall, I'm happy with the game and the people I've met along the way. So when I first started, I didn't have a guild for the longest time, but then I started to create my own guild. I created the Shadow Forge Battalion. It's still active, but it's in private mode with one of my other accounts right now, just not being used. Maybe one day I'll come back to it. But after a while, I just figured out that that didn't really work for me. Being clan leader, I tried to create a space for where everybody could be active at their own pace and kind of enjoying the game how they feel, but that didn't really work for a while. There are a lot of people who weren't of that mindset, so I eventually disbanded that. And then I think it was around like August or something, I discovered the We Are Family guilds, and Bad Company welcomed me in. I believe it was Spacefish at the time who was our leader, either Spacefish or Preston, one of them. But thank you for letting me in, and it's been quite an awesome ride. The Bad Company guilds are pretty awesome. They're active. We always get through the raids and rallies. There's good gear, participation, going back and forth. As you can see, it's pretty consistent. We have a Discord, which has really great tips and tricks. Kind of has all everybody's gear and what levels they have, so you can kind of figure out which gear works best for you, and some good strategies of how to get through the dungeons. I also have some of those strategies in video on my channel and some of the gear reviews on my channel, so if you're interested in some of those and you haven't seen them yet, maybe go take a check out of them. They're pretty useful. So from these like 8 months I've been playing, I've made some pretty good progress. Battle wise, I'm definitely a top 10 player. Last night during the reset I got up to number 2. And in general, I think I'm just in the top 10. I don't think I'm in top 5, because I know a lot more people have spent a lot more money and time on the game than I have. The money I've spent is mostly just from holiday gift cards, seeing that this is the only Apple product I play on for this game. So a lot of unused Apple cards, which I used to get here. And when I first started out, I was just like the basic introduction, kind of testing out for everybody. But some really good tips is the daily chest every 4 hours. Just make sure you get it. It's really good. Gives you some free gear and free gold. And then you can start thinking about some of Durnan shops, and if you want to sell or buy items. Currently where I'm at, I've decided to kind of segregate off some characters so I can kind of sell their gear for gold from my other heroes. So for me personally, I'm not going to play a lot with Jarlaxle, Jopa, or Rika, just because the amount of gold and time it would take to level up absolutely everybody is way beyond my means. So if I can use their gear to help out the rest of my characters that I play more frequently, not only would I progress a little bit further in the game, I'll be a lot more competitive with those characters as well. Plus, once I think about it, when I do raids, there's only a few characters I use anyway. My main one is Sarvin. That's why he's the highest level character I have, because he'll deal the most amount of damage. Recently, I've got Coriolis, been totally enjoying her, and she's now got a solid spot as well with some of her wild magic she can do. And then for raids, I always use Halbernate as my main healer, and depending on the raid, use Thomas as my main tank. The only exception is I think I would probably switch out Coriolis for Naeli when it comes to the Soul of Frost Silver, as I think I need the little extra block to get by his first wall before he gets to the boss. So we'll see once we get there, next time we see that main guy. And just kind of looking forward to next year. So January to April is usually a busy season for me. I'm working a lot. I got a lot going on next year, so I think videos may be a little bit more limited and spaced out, but I'll definitely try to post as much as I can, try to get out some new information for everybody. I know we have leaked a sneak peek for a new character that should be coming out hopefully by like March. I'm not going to say what yet because I don't know if they want that to be mainstream detail yet, but it's going to be a pretty awesome character. I can't wait for that, if it's true. And then next year we also have the different chapters of Forest Fall Fen coming out. So I hope chapters 3 and 4 will come out soon. So currently in Explore right now. After you've beaten Lightfinger Estate, you'll kind of get that screen. Then you have Specials, which is you'll be able to replay some of your older events all the way through. But the current one right now is chapters 1 and 2 in Forest Fall Fen. But I would love to make a series of all these, just kind of like going through the whole process of the event, going from chapters 1 to the end. That'd be pretty fun, especially help out new players as they're going through to kind of think of some gear and how to approach some of these bosses, because I know some people are having some difficulties with this. But I did create some videos, so hopefully they're helpful to help you through chapters 1 and 2. You got 21 hours left. And then looking forward, the forward progress is going to be really difficult for me. Currently, right now, I'm not going to be spending a lot of money on the game, if anything. Maybe every now and then I'll purchase a gem pack, but nothing really crazy. I need to start saving up for some other financial big decisions I have coming up next year. And so my growth isn't going to be significant on my teams. And right now, I'm sitting on almost like $1 million worth of gold of upgrades in order to just move everybody up. So Coriol's coming up, we'll have an upgrade. That's 28,000 gold. And it'll probably take maybe like 5 or 10,000 just to upgrade some of her gear in order to get to theirs. So that's a pretty significant investment in there. Halberdang, he's level 20 right now. He has enough in the upgrades between his pants, his headpieces, some of his weapons, some of his armor, and some of his ring item classes to get him to level 21. But the upgrade for that is 60,000. Plus, once you start upgrading his gear, that's like 20,000 a piece for each. So that's a significant investment I can't make right now. Though it would be nice because his damage goes up quite a bit and his health goes up, so that would help his healing abilities. But right now I can't afford it. The producers wanted to help me out by giving me a loan of gold. That would be great, so I can start producing some content like beyond level 20 and kind of how that looks to help everybody out. But I just can't afford it, especially for Sarvin. So I have enough in gear upgrades for him right now to get to level 23. But the amount of gold to upgrade that is 80,000. And that's almost like double what I have right now. So it's just a long process in order to get the gold, in order to upgrade everybody. And that's easily at least a year or two just to get everybody up like one level. And like now I have Thomas, he's ready to get to level 21 as well. That's another 60,000. His weapon upgrade is like 30,000. His helmet upgrade is 20,000. Quite expensive stuff. Calliope is ready to get to level 20. I think this is going to be one of my main focus upgrades, as right now I'm kind of just focusing on my main battle roster, which is this, and getting all of them to level 20 at least. And I think that will help me get through battles and defeat bots a little bit quicker. And also within this is also my main raid team as well. So that this would just include Thomas as well. And those are the main people I play with. I hope over at least the next year I'll be able to upgrade Pikel. Soon I'm going to be doing a video on him. And once I do that, my battle roster I think is going to change by including Pikel. So I think Pikel's a little bit better than Halbanay, and I think he's going to make a really good addition to the team, especially with Coriolis. And kind of just giving you a sneak peek of what the Pikel build would look like. So once I get his Common Winter's Pace pants and boots up, it has a 75% chance to get the movement. And that's the one thing where Halbanay really struggles with, is he's not very movement focused. So he does have the move and heal, but also doesn't start be able to help him to do damage. So if he's like pushed back and all your enemies have multiple range attacks, they can easily just start taking him out, which is why I think Pikel would be a little bit better. Pikel also has this ring which gives Death Ward, which is really crazy as well. So instead of just waiting for Halbanay's bone to go off to give him Death Ward, this could be a little bit more strategic when you want to use it. And if Pikel's the last one left, you can just keep spamming this, and then he'll keep coming back alive on his turn. And if you have him strong enough, you can just wait for the enemy to stop doing enough damage, and then once they do, after, you can stop using Death Ward and start attacking. And for PvP, especially what makes Pikel really cool is his Harvest Cauldron, which also has other effects other than regenerate. And it'll make your team immune to injure and dominate, kill, and I believe once you max it out, it's stun as well. And that's very good for your team because a lot of people are running injure and dominate, so this could totally get rid of Calliope, which is something Halbanay doesn't do as easily. And then Pikel just has a lot of good weapons that I think would be really beneficial to our team. So along with the move, gain extra action, on his first turn, Pikel could move, gain the extra action, and then start going in with some of his items. So he has this Rough Sickle, which gives everybody a decrease to defense, which could be really good. So kind of just like a Faraday first move where you use the common headband. You can do this, and then everybody's going to lose defense, and then you can come in with one of your strong attackers, and they can just take out everybody. So that's kind of one of the ideas once I build them up a little bit more, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And then what really makes Pikel really stand out is this Felther of Love, which once he's attacked, there's a chance that attacker will be dominated for 2 turns. And being able to take out enemy attackers is really huge. So once you go against level 20 bots, Sarvin and Faraday and Shavareth, they can do an insane amount of damage. But usually on their first turn, they do an attack that doesn't really do as much damage, so you can really survive it. And then if this one goes off, then that could negate them. And seeing that they're relatively weak characters and you can take them out a little bit easier, hopefully them not being able to attack would help your team out, be able to defeat them a little bit more. So that's my hope, be able to take out level 20 bots a little bit more easier. And just kind of looking at my other characters, I've spent a lot of time and a little bit of money on these guys. Not too much, I think I've spent under $1,500. I think 1,000 of it was at least just gift cards, and then a couple just purchased for some of the specials, for gems mostly. And then Shavareth, she's probably like halfway. She probably has about 200,000 worth of upgrades coming up. The biggest thing I'm really starting to save my gems for is it's been a long ride. As you can see, a lot of my legendaries are level 15. But I haven't been able to get her staff, so this is my main focus right now for all the legendaries and purchases I'm doing, is I just want to get her staff to level 16, and that will boost the chance for it to 75%, and then this will help me get through rallies a lot quicker, and it'll be a little bit more versatile for PvP, as a lot of the times right now I'm just using her Dagger of Lasting Memory, which is really good, don't get me wrong, but the problem with this is there's a lot of times where people realize that she has this and they target her directly, and then this injure can take out your entire team. And also, after she gets through her kill and her disarm abilities, if she has to attack and the enemy realizes she has a dagger, most of the time they won't come close enough in order to use it. So you just have to hope that one of her abilities go off and then you can start spamming kill. That's really slow. So once I get this, I can even move out of range and then have a 3-range zone attack, which will be able to attack everybody and do a lot of damage. So I'm excited to get that up, but that's going to take a while. I haven't had good luck in getting that. I've been really getting this vial of vengeance, which I'm really disappointed with. I really hope that this can change next year, where on death this is a guaranteed amount of damage, because having 25%, it's not really worth using. I've tried it out in a few battle matches, just purposely trying to die, and it's not even on death just do 100% damage. No, it's the guaranteed. You have to have the 25% chance to inflict damage, so it's not really even worth using. You could spend that time either using the attack increase or the damage, so while she is alive, she can do that more damage. I think that would really have to be 100% or even 75% chance for me to start even thinking about using it and having it be viable. Because I really don't want Shavarth to die, and if she does die, I don't want to have a small percent chance in order to do like additional from the grave damage. I would rather put that towards having her focus on being alive and doing more damage instead. Yeah, so that's my team. That's kind of my year and my focus for next year. It would be nice in order to get a nice loan for gold so I can start making more higher content videos and upgrading some of the gear to kind of show you guys what that looks like, but I'm not hopeful. It's just going to be a long grind. So I hope you guys enjoyed the channel and the helpful videos I've made for this year. I wish you all luck and a happy new year, and I'll see you all next year, hopefully with some more new content and some helpful guides to help you and make this an awesome community of people. Thank you.